Hi friends, and for those of you who may be new here, hi, hello, my name is Liz and welcome to my channel, Fabulously Liz. Okay, so if you guys are curious about what the heck is going on the screen in front of you, just stay tuned and watch me transform myself into this beautiful green goddess. We are going to be playing with the ColourPop The Child palette, which is the main reason I wanted to order from ColourPop. So let's see if the hype is everything that it lives up to be. Alright, let's get into it, you guys. Alright, let's go ahead and get started, shall we? I know I look a little bit crazy. I am, for those of you who can't tell, but I'm wearing a wig cap because my hair is very thin, and it is something that I've been very insecure about for many years. Although now I will say, I feel like, sorry, I'm just trying to adjust everything. I filmed a video last night and the lighting in here was a little bit weird, but now it's daytime and we have beautiful natural light coming in from this side. But then I noticed like this side was very dark, so I like moved my ring light over here to kind of like balance it out. I will get the hang of this eventually. The more that I keep doing this, the better that I'll get at it. But like I was saying, I'm wearing a wig cap because I bought a wig for a video that I'm doing here pretty soon. But when I was wearing it, I was like, oh my god, is this what it feels like to have like a full head of hair, like thick luxurious hair? So I kind of want to just like, you know, get into wearing wigs because I just felt really pretty in all honesty. So yeah, that's what we've got going on right now. So I'm going in with my eyebrows. I decided I'm going to do these first from here on out because I tend to, this is the e.l.f. Brow Wow, by the way, but I tend, when I'm brushing, I tend to get the little hairs that are up here, and those get tinted. So we're just going to brush on our eyebrows real fast, and then we're going to go in a makeup wipe and kind of get rid of some of this junk that we got going on here. So today we're going to be playing with the ColourPop palette The Child, which is a collab with the Star Wars Mandalorian, which is probably one of my all-time favorite Star Wars anything that Disney has come out with in a long time, I feel like. So I'm very excited. This palette is the main reason why I wanted to try using ColourPop in the first place. So we're finally getting around to that. Okay, so our eyebrows are nice and done. So let's go ahead and go in with our primer. I'm going to kind of give this a little shake. We are using the ColourPop Pretty Fresh primer. We're just going to take a couple of squirts of this and we're just going to kind of pat this onto our face here. I love the smell of this primer. It's got like a sunblock kind of smell, but it's like very light. It's not very overpowering. Oh, beautiful. So our next step before we do foundation, we are going to go in with the Becca. This is their under eye brightening corrector. This is in the shade light to medium. So, because I was up a little bit later than what I'm used to, I was filming, we're going to place some of this underneath our eyes. So I wanted to pick this up because I feel like a lot of people have said really great things about it. And I used it in yesterday's video, but I kind of went a little bit out of line with the application order of makeup because I'm just a hot mess all the time. So with a damp makeup sponge, we're just gonna kind of pat that in there. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna go in with the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. And we're just gonna dot this underneath our eyes. And a little bit on the nose. Let's get a little bit where this acne is. Gotta love Mother Nature. Never fails. Okay, so we're just gonna kind of pat that in a little bit. Also, the other reason why I want to start getting into wearing wigs is because I definitely really do want to start cosplaying here at some point, which is something that I would love to incorporate on this channel. But we're gonna take it one step at a time. I kind of want to like be one of those people that like does their cosplay all by hand, like sewing and everything. So I kind of want to learn how to sew. Okay, so we've got primer on, we've done under eye, we've got brows, we've got concealer. So let's go ahead and go in with our ColourPop. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but this is also from their Pretty Fresh line. And this is their foundation. This is in the shade Light 33C. Okay, so just with a few bits of drops here, we're just gonna kind of go ahead and splooch this onto our face. Kind of press what's left on the back of my hand and on this fingertip to the neckline. And with our Real Techniques buffing brush, we're just gonna go ahead and buff and blend this into the skin. If you're wondering what that grinding noise is, that would be my dog, Athena. She's in here with her little bone. Okay, so I feel like brush kind of made it a little bit on the streaky side, so I'm just going in with my sponge here and I'm just gonna try and pat things into place, kind of blur things out a little bit so we're not getting any streakiness. Okay, that's very pretty. I love the way that it sits on my face. I love the coverage. It just makes me look like I have very glowy skin, very healthy glowy skin. So, I feel like our eyebrows kind of got a little bit covered up by the foundation there. I kind of went a little bit wild. I'm just going in with the Maybelline Tattoo Studio microblade pen here, and I'm just gonna kind of fill this in a little bit, add a little bit more color to where the foundation muted things a little bit. Oh my goodness, I really do need to get my eyebrows done. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we've got that situated. I want to go in with a ColourPop cream shadow. as the eyeshadow base. I'm going in with the color Laurel. I used this in my ColourPop First Impressions video. I used Bronco in last night's video, and it's more yellow, whereas the Laurel is more pink. And I feel like since I have like a red undertone, I feel like the pinks tend to match, like pink to peach matches my skin tone as far as like laying it out like on eyes and stuff like that. So we're just going to kind of go in here with this cream shadow and just add a nice even base to our eyes. And this will make sure that our eyeshadow will pop a little bit more and also hold on and stick a little bit longer on throughout the day. Alright, perfect. See, I like the color of the Laurel more than I did the Bronco that I tried last night. But that's okay though. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of wipe my finger off with a makeup wipe here. So, this is what we're playing with today, you guys. Look how cute this package is. Look at my little friend here. Okay, so this is what we are working with today. Look at these pretty colors. I have never owned green eyeshadow before, and I've never worn green eyeshadow before, so I'm very excited to work with this today. Like, I got my green shirt on. Of course, I'm going to be going to work later on, which is going to be really interesting because I'm going to do like a full like glam look, so that'll be interesting to see how my coworkers react to that. Hopefully it won't melt off during the day. Okay, so what I am thinking here is we are going to go in, we're going to start this look off by going in with the color Baby Face right here, this middle one. And with a fluffy brush, I am just gonna, ooh, this is very much an experience for me. I've never done green eyeshadow before. Okay, so we are just gonna take Baby Face here and we are gonna work this into our crease, kind of bringing it down onto the eyelid itself. It's a very interesting color. It's a very pastel green, but it's still like green. Like, oh my goodness, this is magical. Okay, so now that we've worked that into our crease here, I'm just going to go in with the ColourPop E22 fluffy brush, and I'm just going to kind of blend this upwards and downwards, just kind of a little bit everywhere. We just kind of want to make this really soft as I dip my blending brush into the eyeshadow palette. Okay. I'll be curious to see what my friend Caitlin thinks about this. That reminds me, I need to bring the lip gloss to her bring her the lip gloss to her today as well. I ordered one of those ColourPop bundles with the YouTubers because it had like an eyeshadow palette and false eyelashes, but it had a lip gloss in there, and it turns out that I already bought the lip gloss, so I have a duplicate of it. And my best friend Caitlin, she really enjoys nude, so I figured I would go and give her that. Okay, so I'm thinking I want to go in with the color Float Your Crib. This is a darker green. It's the darkest green in the palette. And more so starting on the outer rim of the eye here. We're just going to kind of pack that in and bringing it a little bit inwards and into our crease here. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Again, Starting on this outer corner right here, bringing it inwards into that crease. Very pretty green. I like the way that's looking. I'm just going in with this blending brush right here, and we're just going to kind of blend this a little bit. Okay, now we're just going to darken this up just a smidgen bit more. We're going to go in with the color Droid Protocol here. I love all of the names for these, and this is more of like a chocolatey brown, but we're just really going to focus this color on the outer corner of the eye. Kind of like in a circular motion, just kind of placing that corner right here on the outer eye, and just very subtly just bringing it inwards just a smidgen, not too much. Okay, so that's what we've got going on with the eyes right now. I do want to add some shimmer to this eye look. Okay, so like I was saying, I really want to add some shimmer to this look here. And so we have a couple of different options. In this palette, there are 4 shimmer shades. So this is a shimmer, this one is a shimmer, this one, and then this gold over here. I'm thinking I want to go in with Sipping Soup. This looks like just a very pretty green. So with the trick of putting a little bit of setting spray onto the brush, we're just going to go in and collect some of the shimmer. And we are going to work this onto the lid of our eye. It's kind of really pretty. It's got kind of almost like a yellowy green tone to it. That is really pretty. I like the shimmers that come in the ColourPop palettes. So if any of you guys are Mandalorian fans, tell me, who is your favorite character in the whole entire series? And just the shout, you know, just forewarning, there may be spoilers in the comments because we have 2 whole glorious seasons of The Mandalorian, with a 3rd one well on its way. Okay. So, this is the look that we have going so far. I really like that for somebody who's never worn greens before. This is definitely an interesting look for me. I feel like I'm going to go in with the Precious Cargo shimmer here, and we're just going to add a little bit of highlights, she said. It's a little bit on the chunky side. Kind of like me. Okay, alright. So that just adds like kind of like a nice little highlight there. Alright, so I'm liking the way that looks. We're going to be a little bit adventurous today, so let's go ahead and get these bad boys out and going here. We are going to reattempt to do some false eyelashes. Alright. So I'm going to struggle doing this, and then when I come back to you, I'll have little fuzzy caterpillars sitting on my eyeballs again, okay? Okay, so we have the fuzzy caterpillars on for the most part here. I'm having a little trouble with the inner corner of this sting where it needs to. But for the most part, it's still as strange as ever. Yeah, anyways. Okay, I still feel like I look really weird with them, but I do like the way that they just kind of like make my eyes seem a little bit more adorable. One day I will perfect the art of putting these things on. I actually kind of want to experiment by getting lash extensions, because one of my good friends at work, Chanley, she got lash extensions and they looked so good. Okay, so now that glue has kind of I'm just gonna kind of brush some mascara onto this, kind of help my actual lashes blend in with the false lashes. I wonder what people at work are gonna say about this. They're gonna be like, oh my god. Actually, no, I really don't know what people are gonna say about this. Okay, so we're just going in, filling it the bottom lashes with some of that newer mascara, and I'm just going in with my old wand here, and we are just gonna kind of, whoop, where's that corner? Just gonna have, oh, stay. So we're just gonna kind of separate that a little bit. Some of the newer mascara did get underneath the lashes, so let's just go in with our makeup wipe and just kind of clean up that area a little bit. Okay, so we've got our eyes and eyebrows done, so let's move on to our face. So since we are using ColourPop today, let's continue the train here, the ColourPop train, and let's go in with a ColourPop bronzer. This is Talk to the Palm, and with my angled face brush here, we're just gonna go ahead and start to add a little bit of definition to the face, a little bit of color, because I am pretty pasty white here. I mean, it's been almost like a whole entire year of like not being able to like go outside and like live life. Alright, so let's just add a little bit of color to the forehead region here. Now, like I always like to do, I like to take my foundation brush and I would just kind of like to blur the edges a little bit here, especially in the forehead region. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Okay, so we're going to move into our blush now. We're going to go ahead and use ColourPop blush. This is in the shade Out of Sight. It goes along with the line Big Poppy. So with a face brush here, we're just going to add a little bit of color to our cheeks here. And this is just like a very like nice peachy color. I do want to kind of soften it a little bit though, so we are going to go in with my foundation brush and just kind of blend that out a little bit. Just very subtle color is what I'm going for. Now, my favorite highlight, we're going to use my favorite highlighter today. So in my latest ColourPop video, I used one of the ColourPop Super Shock highlighters, but I found that I really do just enjoy the Becca highlighters the most. So this is one of my favorite shades, Rose Gold. So I'm just going in with a Real Techniques face brush here, and we're just gonna apply some of this highlighter. And I love the sheen that it gives. Like, you can really like pick it up on camera, and it's very, as I was saying in my ColourPop video, it's just a very fine grit. Like, it's not too chunky, there's not like a lot of shimmers, it's just really adds just a very nice glow. I am going to kind of soften this up a little bit by taking that foundation brush and just kind of blending it out a little bit. But I just really love the way that it just lightens up my face. Plus, I feel like the rose gold like adds a little bit of color on its own. So like, even if you don't like to necessarily wear blush a whole lot, I feel like that color could act as like a blush and a highlighter on its own. So we are rounding up to our final look for today. I think the only thing that we have left to do here is to apply some lip product. And my lips are still a little bit relatively crusty, so what I'm thinking for today is I want to go in with the e.l.f. Tinted Lip Oil. And this is in the shade Nude Kiss. And when I did my e.l.f. video, I loved the way that it felt on my lips. It's very moisturizing, and it like adds just a very subtle hint of color. And this just makes the lips look very like shiny and healthy, and it's not like tacky like a lip gloss. So let's go ahead and finish this look by adding the wig to this, and yeah, let's see how the overall ensemble looks. Okay, so I have my wig on. This is mainly so I can take thumbnails for this video. But as you guys can see, it's a nice green wig. I felt like it would go very perfect with the Child palette here today, since we do have some nice greens going on. So I did forget to set my makeup, so we're just going to go ahead and go in with the ColourPop No Filter setting spray. I love the way that smells. It's got like a light kind of like citrusy sunscreen kind of smell. And I'm just going to go in with my makeup sponge here and just kind of like help set in that excess mist that's sitting on my face. But yeah, so this is the look. I know the wig looks a little bit weird. Trust me, it looks, I feel a little bit weird wearing it. Because there's no way my hair would be naturally this thick and full and luscious on its own. But I feel like it would be just kind of like a fun way to like add some extra pizzazz to my makeup. But overall, I gotta say, I really do like the greens, and I like the peach paired with the green eyeshadow. Again, the little fuzzy caterpillars are always a fun way to help myself laugh at myself a little bit. Let me try zooming out a little bit, because I feel like this wig is just like super huge. So okay, there we go. So this is what we are dealing with. So anyways, there you have it, my friends. Looking a little bit on the ridiculous side, but overall I feel really pretty, even though this seems very foreign to me, especially like looking myself on camera. Anyways, if you happen to have enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like on the video, and please tell me how your day is going down in the comments down below. I love interacting with you guys. I love discussing things with you guys. Tell me, what are your favorite characters in The Mandalorian? What are your favorite makeup products from ColourPop? Also, if you happen to like the vibe that I give out and like the stuff that I produce on my channel, consider subscribing and click on the notification bell so that way you never miss an upload from me. I am going to be uploading Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 11 a.m. Eastern time. But yeah, I think that's it for today, guys. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!